Welcome to the chapter Corvus. This story is about an intelligent crow and a clever magician, full of suspense and adventure. Our story begins with Satyajit Ray, a very famous Bengali filmmaker and writer who created many popular characters like Professor Shonku. Professor Shonku was an adventurous scientist who invented an amazing machine. This machine could transmit human knowledge directly to birds, making them incredibly smart. Using his special machine, Professor Shonku trained a crow named Corvus. Corvus was not just any crow, he was Professor Shonku's pupil and friend, learning many things from the professor. Corvus successfully showed his incredible intelligence at an ornithologist conference in Santiago. Ornithologists are people who study birds, and they were all amazed by Corvus's abilities. One day Professor Shonku and his friend Rufus Grenfell watched a show by a famous magician named Argus. Argus was a tall man with a parrot-like nose and very thick -20 inches spectacles, and he used many birds in his magic acts. On November 14th, Argus visited Professor Shonku's hotel. He had read about Corvus in the papers and desperately wanted to meet this intelligent crow. Professor Shonku opened Corvus's cage. Corvus immediately flew to the bedside table and, with an unerring peck, switched off the lamp, plunging the room into darkness. This showed Corvus's amazing intelligence and desire to sleep. Argus was struck dumb with amazement by Corvus's action, whispering, "Magnifico." He then expressed his strong desire to acquire Corvus, believing the crow would make his magic 1,000 times more wonderful for his world tour. Argus even tried to hypnotize Professor Shonku and offered 10,000 escudos, a lot of money, to buy Corvus. But Professor Shonku firmly refused, stating that Corvus was like a son and a friend, not just a pupil to be sold. 2 days later, on November 16th, Professor Shonku returned from lunch to find his room door open and Corvus along with its cage missing. He immediately knew something was wrong and informed his friend Rufus Grenfell. After inquiring at the reception, Professor Shonku and Rufus Grenfell learned that Argus had been seen leaving the hotel with a cellophane bag. By 3:15 p.m., Professor Shonku, Grenfell, and 2 armed policemen were in a police car, chasing after Argus. After racing for over 40 miles, they spotted a silver Cadillac, Argus's car, crashed against a tree by the roadside. Professor Shonku looked inside and found Corvus's cage, but it was empty. Corvus was gone from the cage. Suddenly they heard Argus scream, "Where is that bird, Corvus?" Argus then spotted them and fired multiple shots with revolvers, but he was shooting randomly. Professor Shonku realized Argus had lost his -20 inches spectacles and couldn't see anything clearly. Just then, Rufus Grenfell exclaimed, "Shonku, that bird is here." Corvus was perched calmly on a tree branch. Corvus then swooped down and placed an object it had been carrying in its beak before them. Argus's high-powered, gold-rimmed spectacles. Corvus had cleverly taken Argus's spectacles, making him blind and unable to escape. In summary, the chapter Corvus tells the exciting story of Professor Shonku and his intelligent crow Corvus. Corvus uses its cleverness to outsmart the greedy magician Argus, proving that true friendship and intelligence are more powerful than any magic or wealth. This story teaches us about animal intelligence and the value of loyalty.
This video was generated using evilly.com. It's the all-in-one AI platform where you can instantly turn any PDF into a video, generate interactive quizzes, MCQs, true or false, etc., from your content. Share quiz links instantly. No sign-up needed for your students or friends to take them. Check out evilly.com now and start transforming your documents into engaging videos and quizzes. I have added some sample quizzes in the description for you to practice.